Where did the wolf come from?
The wolf came from back in school. I was trying to grow a beard and it was just only the sides growing and nothing else, and a bit of the goatee.
The Wolverine.
And Wolverine, kind of, yeah. And they used to call me like Wolf Boy, Wolverine, 1, 2, 3. And then literally like after me having a few fights and getting my name up there, it's just like, man, I was like, you know what? Let's name myself the Wolf. Let's see how that goes. And it clicked, and then just everyone liked it. My favorite wolf, my favorite animal is the wolf.
Oh, there you go.
And then I was like, fuck it, just boom.
Everything kind of lined up.
100% got it lined up, and it just stuck. And ever since then, it's just like, if it's not Ibby, it's the wolf, the wolf, the wolf. Yeah, so it's good, bro.
So for those that don't know you, how would you describe yourself?
I would describe myself as disciplined, hardworking. If I see something that I want to do, I'll go chase it for sure. Whether it's anything, to be honest. Like if I believe it, I will achieve it for sure. And if it comes into my head, like I'm gonna go for it for sure. You know, whatever, no matter what it is. And everyone will doubt me. Whether it's family, friends, whatever it is, they'll say, "Oh, no, it's a risk. It's a risk." But I kind of like that risk because that's what motivates me. And even like with other people, they'll say, "Yeah, put yourself in risk, and you'll see yourself go up." And I never used to kind of understand what that means until I put myself in that risk, and it's like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? So it just builds you up, and so I would say, I'm disciplined, hardworking, and if I want to see something and I want to go for it, so I'm gonna go for it. You know?
Yeah, we find a lot of risk takers, and we speak to a lot of risk takers as well, and I think it's a very unique trait to have because not many people do take that risk.
Absolutely.
But you took the risk with boxing, and with what you're doing now. And tell us a little bit about, for the people that are watching, what you do.
So I'm obviously a fighter. I started off doing kickboxing, and then I suffered a bad injury. We'll get to that eventually. And then I kind of transitioned to boxing. And then after that, like I was just bouncing from job to job. Didn't really know where I want to do, like didn't know what my career was, you know. And then doing constructions. Most of the people at home know, like it's fucking rough, man. Like, you know, waking up early and you're doing this and you're doing that, and you're out in the cold and
very laborious.
You're on the roof, and long hours, and you're on the roof or this or that. You hurt yourselves, and it wasn't supporting my goals. That's when I started off coaching and everything like that. I was always coaching, but it wasn't as busy as I am today, you know. And thank God, like alhamdulillah, like honestly, man, it's the life that I'm living now, I used to always pray about. So whenever I complain, I just remind myself, like, why are you complaining? You used to pray about this life, you know what I mean? I used to, like, I never really got the chance to say, oh, I'm so busy, I can't, what's it called, book you in. But now I say, I'm sorry, I actually can't book you in this week, I'm busy.
Yeah.
So I started off with like only 3 clients a week. And if one client was sick, there goes my whole week. Like, I have nothing. I have nothing to my name, you know? And it just started picking up, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? How is this even possible?
Yeah.
But it was just a patient game, you know. After a long, like, kind of 4 years, I was just patient, and like I was just saying just before, like, if you're determined and you have that discipline and you just sacrifice and bite your tongue, you just bite your tongue and just go for it, it will come eventually, but you just have to stay patient.
100%. Yeah. Where did it all start for you in terms of the boxing?
Well, it started like at a young age. Always loved fighting, always loved watching fighting, always loved watching movies, fighting, whatever was on TV. I used to go train outside just by myself. I was very like an angry kid growing up, you know. It used to be like just my calm place just by myself, you know. After school, I used to just go train, you know. The boys used to tell me, oh yeah, jump on PlayStation 1, 2, 3. I was like, nah, I need to train. What the hell, what are you training for? I was like, I just need to train, you know, that's how I am. Oh no, don't worry about it, 1, 2, 3, you know, why don't you just jump on PlayStation or this or that? No, I can't. And then the gym across the road, Australian Kickbox Academy, opened up in 2015. And I think I was 13 or 14 at the time. And then that's when I signed up. I was just a little kid that pretty much taught myself at home.
So 10 years.
Yeah, and I didn't know what to expect. Came in, put my bag down, very quiet, was fucking pretty much intimidated.
Yep.
And then
With the Wolverine sideburns.
yeah.
But they just started to come out.
Absolutely. And then I went and then met the coach, whatever, and then he saw kind of some potential in me. And then as the weeks went up and the months and that, and then I think I was 5 months in or 6 months in, and then I kind of got closer to the coach, and my brother was training at the time as well, so he knew the coach before me. Before me, and then he was like, "Your brother's like, he has potential. Does he ever want to fight?" He was like, "I don't know. Ask him." So he asked me. I was like, "Oh, but I've only been training 6 months." He was like, "I reckon you can do it." I was like, "Man, I'm only like 14. What are you talking about? Like, I can do it." I was like,
in the ring, are you serious, bro?
literally, what are you serious? He's like, "No, I reckon." And at that time, like, I couldn't even kick with my left leg. Like, it wouldn't hurt a fly. And he was like, "No, I believe in you." It's like, let's train for one and we'll see how we go. Let's come to the adult sparring. I was like, "What? Adult sparring?" Fuck, man.
Just jump up
Yeah,
the
just
jump.
jump. And it's just like, he just chucked me in the deep end, and I was like, came to adult sparring on a Friday, and they were all 20 plus. They were like fucking, some of them were 30, some of them 25, some of them were 18, and I was just 14. I was a little skinny kid, just had a comb over at the time. Now I'm just fucking bald, with the beard and that.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Yeah, jump in." I was like, "Bro, I don't even know how to defend myself. What the fuck's going on?" And like, I started to pick it up, and then that was my first time getting like head kicked to the fucking head, and it fucking hurt. And I was like, "Bro, do I even want to sign up to this?" And I had a sensitive nose at the start, and my nose started bleeding every single spar. I was like, "Bro, I don't even want to fucking do this anymore."
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll go home and, like, you ask any fighter, sometimes they will go home after a shit spar or shit training session or a good training session or just mentally fatigued, exhausted. They'll say, "Do you really want to fucking do this? Do you not? Do you?" Like, you start to question yourself. And I started to question myself at the beginning, and I never knew if that was part of the game or just self-doubt. And then, ever since then, like, I started sparring, and he was like, "Yeah, you're picking it up good." And I still couldn't kick with my left leg, and then I bit the bullet and went. And then I think it was April 3rd. Not too sure exactly what year, but April 3rd, I was still 14 or 15 at the time. I just turned 15. And then I went up. I was weighing in at 63 kilos, pretty fucking light. Now I'm fucking 76 now, 77. It's pretty light. And then I went up against someone that already had 3 fights, and he was 18. And then I've heard some rumors in the crowd, "Oh yeah, he's knocked out his last opponent." I was like, are they trying to scare me, or is that actually what happened? And I was like, fuck it, man. Like, you just got to do what you fucking got to do.
Yeah,
like,
you're in the ring now.
Yeah, you're in the ring. Like,
Come back out.
Yeah,
Come back
100. You come
out.
back. I was fucking nervous man. I was nervous. Like, I kept looking at my corner during the fights, like what the fuck is going on? Like, and then when the bell rang, I went in the middle and I didn't know what the fuck to do. I just froze up. My legs just froze up. I didn't know how to throw a kick. And then I got the first hit, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is? I'm actually in this fight now. Like, you have to go. Like, what are you gonna do? Fucking get knocked down in front of your friends and family?"
Stand there frozen, like
Exactly
nah.
right. And then I just unleashed, and it turned into a little brawl. But it was my first fight. I didn't know what to expect, and then I sat down back in the corner, and it was like, "You're doing good." And my first words was, "Am I winning? Am I fucking winning? Am I winning?" He's like, yeah, relax, you're winning. Just let's get that breath back,
Yeah.
And I was exhausted.
The adrenaline would have been pumping.
man. I was like, "Am I winning? Am I winning?" He was like, "Yeah, just calm down and just be calm, collected, and let's go. Second round's about to start."
Yep.
I was like, "Give me some water. I'm so thirsty." And my throat was dry, my mouth cut, I was gagging on it and everything. I was like, "What the fuck is going on? Like, is this adrenaline? Is this what's going on?" Second round came, and I was just like picking him apart, And then the third round came, and I was getting exhausted, but I was still picking him apart.
Yeah.
And then I won my first fight. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, well.
I was like,
what
"Wow."
a high.
And then I went to school I went to school 2 days after because it was on a Saturday. I went to school not on that Sunday, obviously on that Monday. And I was like, and everyone was like, "Oh, congratulations, this and that." And I had corners at that, and they were like, "What's with the corners?" Teachers didn't know. And I was like, "Oh, 1, 2, 3, I just had a fight, I didn't want it in my eyes and that." And like, "Oh, well done, And I was like, and I think I was like in year 10 or something, year 9, year 10. And then I was like, wow, I can get used to this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I did want to fight. The goal was always to fight, but I never knew that soon.
Yeah.
You know? Signing up there, 6 months in, you're having your fucking first fight at 14. You know? So it was like...
That's pretty intense.
Exactly. So, and then I was like, I can really get used to this. It was like fun. And then, yeah. So, yeah.
I feel like you've been wanting to tell that story for a while, bro.
100%.
You're like, you know, back to front and everything.
100%, nah,
But
for sure, man.
I think you can take a lot away from that story. It showed you discipline. It showed you, you know, your work ethic. Yeah. It showed you that someone believed in you from the very start when you didn't believe in yourself.
That's
and
right.
now you're a coach, you're a boxing coach. Same with us. We're coaches too. And I think that's a very important message a very important story that has a good message is that someone believed in you from the very beginning.
Nah, absolutely.
And you just believed that belief.
Yeah.
And you went with it and you won your first fight. Definitely. And then what happened after that? You were going into a few more fights.
I was going through a few fights. And then, so these fights were during the day. We still call them fights. It still goes to your blue book, but it's called like a development day. But it was just a big thing for me, especially at 14 and training for 6 months, you know. And then I went for my next fight during the day. And that was a bit more nervous, a bit more nerve-wracking. And then at the time I was wearing shin pads, you know, a bit more nerve-wracking and everything like that. Won my second fight, then my third fight came. And this was a proper fight night, you know. It was in North Sydney Leagues Club and proper crowd, proper lights. I can pick my ring walk.
Who was it? Canterbury Leagues?
No, in North Sydney Leagues Club, North Sydney.
Oh, wow.
North Sydney.
Yeah. And that was like a proper venue, you know. There's a fair bit of people. I'm not too sure how many people. I don't want to be wrong, but there was a fair bit of people in there. And I could pick my walkout song. I was like, what the fuck? And the shin pads were off, so it's on shin contact, you know. And this is like a risk that you can get fucking knocked out now.
Yep.
I lost my fight. It was very, very close. Lost by like 1 point or something. And then I was like, I didn't take that loss real good. I was like, went back home. I was like, fuck, man, what could I have done better? 1, 2, 3. I was like, you know what? Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's not lose again. Yeah. And then the fourth fight came, won that. The fifth fight came, won that. The sixth fight came, won that. And the seventh fight came, and I won that. Yeah. The last 2 kickboxing fights, they were in 2022, I think. Yeah. There were 2 title shots. And then...
Oh, wow. So you built yourself all the way up to title shots.
Yeah, absolutely. Because before my first title shot, around 5 people pulled out of my fight. Because with the amateurs, they kind of pick and choose who they want to fight because they want to keep their zero. You know?
Keep their record.
Keep their record, you know. And with me, it's like, I don't give a fuck about a record, you know. And you can tell, like, proper amateurs, like, they don't care about it. It's just a learning curve, man. You go in there and fight every week and you win, you lose. Back to the drawing board. It doesn't really matter because once you turn professional, you're going back to 0-0. Yeah. Does that make sense?
100%.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And then it's just like,
So why did they care then?
I don't know. That's how they are, you know. It's just like, are you a fighter or are you just trying to keep your zero pretty much? And then to me, it's like, if you want to be the best, go for them amateurs, take out the best that in the amateurs. And then when you want to turn pro, and then it's just like, you know, it's just either you win or you lose, you know. It's just it's like apprenticeship, you know, like you're just working your way up to the ladder. And then my first title shot, it was in Wollongong. So before that, my 5 opponents have pulled out. 2 cancelled shows, 5 opponents pulled out. And I really lost motivation because from there, after 5 opponents pulled out, my coach was like, do you want to just have a boxing fight, like an exhibition, whatever? I was like, man, if they can't find me any kickboxing, let's do boxing. So I was training for a boxing fight. This is when their second show got cancelled. I was like, hopefully they'll find me an opponent. They were like, nah, for sure. In the boxing kind of sport, they will find you anyone. I was like, yeah, done. So I put my boxing shoes on, had to go purchase some, didn't have any. And I just started boxing. I was like, oh, fuck, I can get used to this. I like it. Yep. And that's when the show got cancelled, like probably 3 weeks out. I had an opponent lined up. It was 3 weeks out. So I was training boxing for probably 8 to 10 weeks.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah, 8 to 10 weeks.
For a fight as well.
Especially, but thinking about it because I was kickboxing that whole time. And I was kickboxing that whole time, and then so I didn't kick for 10 weeks. Didn't kick, and then the show got cancelled, and then so this was around in September, and then my coach got a message, and he was like, "Oh, there's a title shot in Wollongong for the SFC championship or something like that. It's kickboxing." I was like, "Man, I haven't fucking kicked in fucking 10 weeks. What do you mean kickboxing?" He was like, "Do you want to fight?" I was like, "Yeah, but fuck, man." And I started doubting myself. And this kid, I don't know, you probably watch it. Yeah, no, and I will say it to his face, but this kid was a fucking tough cunt. Aussie bloke in Wollongong, his home ground, 6 foot something, southpaw. And then all the fighters know a southpaw is a tricky, it's a tricky fight. And he was undefeated. And I was like, bro, I haven't kicked in a while. I lost motivation a bit because everyone was pulling out and shit. I was like, fuck. I was like, do I go, do I not? I was like, fuck it. I'll tell him, yeah, done.
Yep.
I was like, I doubt this kid is going to bitch it. He looked like a fucking tough cunt. And everyone was pretty much, moving out his way because he was fucking finishing everyone. And in the kickboxing industry, he's doing, I think, MMA now. In the kickboxing industry, he was up there, man. He was undefeated. He was knocking out people. He was tall, fucking good, and he knows how to use his reach. And once you know how to use your reach and your timing and that, it's fucking hard. And especially your southpaw, it's fucking hard.
Yep.
So we went Wollongong, drove there. I was like, fuck, man. The weight cut was okay. It was at 69.5 kilos. My first title shot, and it was only a 4-rounder fight. And my coach was like to them, "Oh, I want to do 5 rounds. 5 rounds. It's meant to be a 5-round fight." And then they were like, "No, we'll do 4 rounds. If it's a draw, we'll do a 5th round." I was like, "That's stupid. Just do whatever." Anyways, long story short, we went to Wollongong, and then warming up on the pads, and I was like peeking at him, and it was fucking his solid left kick because he's in southpaw. His left kick was boom hitting the fucking pads. And in my head, I was like, fuck, bro. Here we go. Here we go.
I'm this deep in.
Yeah, and then I was like, fuck it, man. I was like, let's focus on what I'm fucking good at.
Yeah.
And let's focus on my strengths.
Yeah.
And just fucking go in there. Don't worry about him. Just focus on what I'm good at. And that's it, I spar everyone. Why can't I fight anyone? You know what I mean? So whatever, he came out first. A few of my friends and family came past, in Wollongong. Like, not everyone's going to come to Wollongong, and the crowd boos me. I was like, fuck. All odds
Good
against
start.
me. Yeah, good start. Booing. I was like, fuck. I can only hear my friends and family, like, cheering. But other than that, it was like, oh, fuck. And you just felt, like, low.
Yep.
Walked in the ring, whatever. I done my little lap around the ring. And I looked him dead in the eyes. I just got like a bit of chills, I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. And whatever, went in the back, like whatever in the corner. My coach was like, this is your time, man. This is what you fucking wanted. You wanted to fight. It took you a fucking while to get a few fights because cancelled shows and opponents pulling out. This is your time. I was like, yeah, done. First round came, whatever. I was just filling him out and all that, and he threw a left kick and I blocked it. But fuck, I felt my forearms. I was like, fuck, 4 rounds of this? I was like, wow.
Bring it on.
But the rounds went on and I started to pick him apart and everything like that. And it was a split decision. And I got the win. And then I was like, fuck, thank God, man. I was like, man, what a fucking tough kind of fucking prep for this fight.
Yep.
And everything like that. And then I was like, in the back room, I was tearing up for sure, man. Because every fighter knows, like, the nutrition, you have to fucking cut weight. You miss out on a lot of stuff. You sacrifice and all this stuff, and it's like it becomes lonely.
Yep.
But what I like to say is, like, if you want to reach the top, there's gonna be lonely days, man. And yeah, that's how sport is. And then I won my first title, and then 2 months after I won my New South Wales title. But I wasn't prepared for that as much. I lost motivation heaps. I lost motivation heaps, and then. But I ended up winning, but he popped out his shoulder in the 2nd round.
Oh, so no contest?
But so it was they still gave me the fucking champion because he couldn't get back up. He didn't want to finish. So they call it a TKO. But the first round, he came out fucking blood. He was an undefeated fighter as well. And I was like, fuck, man, they're feeding me these underfeeding fighters. Like, come on, man.
What do I do?
But I was like, yeah, but I was like, man, this is what I wanted. like, you want to fucking be the best, you have to go take out the best. Yeah, absolutely, man. This was in North Sydney again, so Wollongong, then went to North Sydney. And then first round, he came out tough, fucking swinging and kicking me, and I was checking and everything like that. And you should have seen my fucking shin after the fight. It was like, and it was only went for 2 rounds. I was like, imagine that went for fucking 5 rounds.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that would have been a fucking disaster. But I held my ground, and I heard him, because every time I'll kick him to the body or I'll push kick him, I'll hear like, I was like, yeah, this guy is fucking weak. This guy is weak in the fucking body. And that's when I was attacking him, and it started to slow down. It was only first round, but I was huffing and puffing as well. So it doesn't really matter, right? And then I remember it was like the last 10 seconds, and he threw a left switch kick, and I blocked it, and then I went for a right overhand, and he buckled his knees a little bit. And I was like, yeah, that's it. I got this guy.
Yep.
Went back in the corner. He was like, man, you're doing fucking very great. I've never seen you so aggressive. 1, 2, 3. I was like, really? I don't fucking feel prepared for this at all, man. Because in the backstage, I was in the fucking bathroom washing my face. I was like, bro, you're fighting in like 20 minutes. Wake up to yourself. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I was yawning. I wasn't into it. I didn't want to fucking be there. I was like, if you're going to have that attitude, you're going to get fucking knocked out.
Yeah.
I was like, you better fucking bite the bullet and go. So
You're
whatever
gonna be on
happens,
the A game.
yeah, that's it. You have to. And then the second round came. Started strong. It's probably 30 seconds in. He threw a right overhand, went for a block. That's when he popped his shoulder. Fell on the ground. I was like, what the fuck? Did I hurt him? Did something happen? And I was like, fuck, what happens now? And then she waved it off, and I was like, looked at my coach, and then he was like, you won? I was like, well. I was like, but I wanted to go more. I was like, man, I was liking this. Even though I wasn't prepared, I was liking this. Anyways, won the New South Wales title. But after all the checking and everything like that, I kind of felt my knees buckle in there. And then a few months after, literally, this is when I was bouncing job from job. And then I was doing, what was it? Cabinet making, I think it was. And I put the last draw in for, I think it was a kitchen or something like that. I went for a squat, stood back up, and my knee just fucking exploded.
Oh, not even from fighting.
Yeah, not even for fight. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do all
putting
the
kicks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Setting up a cabinet. That's
literally,
that's
man.
what did
I put like the last draw in or something like that, and then I went to squat down. I was there for probably like 5 seconds, stood back up, and something torn. And I was like, oh, and I just dropped on the floor, and I was like, I am in so much fucking pain. And this leg gave out as well. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this leg? I was like, bro, I was like, I can't walk. They were like, try and use the other leg.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't. It doesn't work. So they lifted me up. Went to the hospital, whatever. I got some scans and got my MRI done, and then it was 80% torn.
Yeah.
A meniscus tear, like a bucket handle.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, fuck. And I always used to believe, I was like, if I see like aches and pains in my body, no, I'm not injured. I never used to believe in injuries. And until that, I was like, bro, I was just going high. Just won 2 titles. I was peaking. Everyone kind of knew what the go was. Okay, this guy, absolutely. Yeah. Everything was boosting, And then, boom, that would just happen. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And then that's when I started to say, never take anything for granted.
Yeah,
because I was at high. I was playing Ostag. I was fit. I was running. I was jumping. I was fucking waking up early. I was training hard and everything like that, and getting ready for a next fight. Kicking hard. Everything. Sparring was going good. Sparring everybody. This and that, and then. That just happened from just squatting. And then,
Take a big breath, bro. That was a story and a half. Well, first of all, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
There's a lot to unpack in that because for us and what we do, obviously, at the gym, there's a lot that relates to some of the people in here.
Absolutely.
And that's what, obviously, these podcasts, most of our clients watch this.
Yeah.
So it's good to have relatable content like this, like from your experience, because that was just, from what you just said, it sounds exactly like, not exactly like, but
I think anyone in his
no one's boxing. But in terms of like setting goals and achieving them, there's always going to be ups and downs. Like similar to your stories, you set that goal and no one wants to do that exhibition fight, but then you got the opportunity to do that exhibition fight,
Absolutely.
and you won.
Yeah.
And split decision and all that. The whole journey for you would have been taken ages.
Yeah, of course.
And a lot of the people that come into this gym go through a similar journey. They start with a goal, they set that goal, the ups and downs come, the nutrition, the sacrifice, all the things that they have to put to the side. Definitely can be a relatable topic.
100%.
But peeling back to what you said at the start, right, when you were 14 and you had 6 months and then you entered a fight straight away. I remember you saying that you would come home from sparring or doing something and then you'd have these like internal dialogue with yourself.
Yeah.
When you'd be speaking to yourself and you're like, is this something that I want to do?
Yeah.
Like you were getting hit or something like that?
Yeah, because like, man, sparring people that have been training for years and a little kid coming, like, you would think they would go light, but nah, there was no light in sparring, man. It was just like,
so you were 14 going against like 25-year-olds.
I was the youngest there.
Yeah.
I was the youngest there, you know. I was literally like, imagine a room full of sharks and you're just a little fish. Literally, that's how it was. People fucking 90 kilos, people 80 kilos, and that's with my coach. It's good because we spar not only our kind of weight category, we spar everybody, and that's a good thing because we don't pick and choose. If you're stuck with a 90 kilo guy, you're stuck with a 90 kilo guy, and we just alternate. We spar everyone in the room. We have a few of different styles, and that's what I like, you know. Because if you're just used to just one style and one kind of one person, one kind of weight class, okay, that's great. Yes, you're fighting your weight class, but it's good to challenge yourself as well.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So I was only like 65 at the time, 63, whatever it was. And yeah, man, like I used to get fucking hit and my ass handed to it, and I used to go home with bruises, and I used to clean my nose in the fucking mirror when it was fucking bleeding, and I was like, man, I don't want to fucking break my nose. I'm still fucking 14. I don't want to do surgeries. And I used to like, each week, I was like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. But my brother would just tell me, hurry up and fucking do it, like get up. Because my brother was pretty much my parent growing up, you know. He told me the wrongs and the rights and everything like that. And then he was like, bro, get up, stop being a bitch. And then my brother used to, yeah, pretty much, bro, stop being a bitch, you know.
That sounds like me.
And then, yeah, like, and my brother used to fucking give me a good run as well, bro. And I was like, man, this is my fucking brother, bro. I'm going to see you at fucking home in 20 minutes. Like, why are you going so hard for, bro? You know, and he was a big boy as well, man. And he used to fight as well and everything like that. And then, yeah, I used to go home and my nose used to bleed, and I fractured my eye socket twice to a point that not that many people know. Like, bro, I'm pretty much like blind with my right eye. Not blind, but like it's very, very blurry. If I cover this, like I can't even see your logo on your shirt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
No way.
Yeah, so like I need to get that checked out. I actually have a specialist on a Monday.
Well, you got accountability.
Yeah, not that many people know, and they think like I'm over exaggerating, but like, bro, when like people see me from a far distance, they say, "Yo, what's going on?" Yeah, but I can't see. And they're waving. And I just wave. It's like, and they message me just like, "Oh, that was me." I was like, "Oh yeah, I know." Cause come on, brother.
Of course I know it's you.
But yeah, man, I used to go home and like blood and everything like that, and I was like, man, what do I do about this? I was like, you have a sensitive nose. It's not gonna stop bleeding.
Yeah.
So, and you hate nosebleeds. I hate blood.
Yeah.
I fucking hate blood. Like when it comes to blood, I fucking hate it. Especially like when it comes to like just I'm kicking it and my nose bleeds or someone else bleeds, I get grossed out. But when I'm in my zone, it's okay. But afterwards, when you're cleaning your fucking nose, when the adrenaline has gone down, it's like, oh fuck, you know what I mean? And I'm talking about blood, fucking clots.
Like when it's like
bro, it's fucking the full thing. And I was like to myself, just don't get hit. Just don't get hit. And I had that mentality.
Do a fight and just don't get hit.
Yeah, but like try not to get hit. If you don't want your nose bleeding, don't get hit. And I took that in. I swear to God, the next sparring session, my nose didn't bleed. I was like, try avoid getting hit to the head or nose. Like I was still getting hit, but like my nose wasn't bleeding. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. Like you just have to believe in yourself, bro. And I believed in myself, and
that's it.
Yeah.
What kept you going though? Because I feel like you had heaps of like moments where you're like, nah, I can't do this.
Bro, just because it was always a goal of mine, man. I was like, I used to watch movies. I used to watch fucking everybody UFC when it comes to boxing, whatever. It's like Floyd Mayweather. I used to watch him heaps. Man, I was like,
did you watch the Rocky series?
Yeah, watched everything. You name it.
Who hasn't watched Rocky?
Yeah, everything. Watched even what's it called, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Kickboxer, and that was like one of my favorite movies, man. I used to go from primary school and watch the same movie every single day. And my mum or dad will say, like, nothing's going to change in that movie. It's not a series or anything like that. I was like, I don't care. I like it. It was blood sport and kickboxer. It was always them two. I always alternate. And I was like, bro, why is it like always like Americans and this and that, always on TV shows and doing this and doing that? Why can't I be a fucking Lebo from fucking Sydney, Australia that lives around the corner in Kingsgrove, fucking go up there? You know what I mean? So yeah, it was always a goal of mine growing up, like to become like the top of the top, and I'm still going for that ladder, man. And yeah, hopefully soon, bro, like towards the end of the year, the plan is to turn pro because I'm still an amateur at the moment. I'm just stacking up my record. Like I said, bro, I transitioned to boxing after my knee surgery, and ever since then I loved my hands and everything like that. And then yeah, bro, like the goal is to turn pro at the end of the fucking year, and I can't wait, honestly. And yeah, whoever's in my fucking weight category, they better fucking watch out, man.
This is a call out video, bro.
100%, man. I'm coming for that number one top spot, you know. And I've said it before, and I'll say again, like my work ethic is absolutely unmatched. Yep. Simple as that, man. Simple as that, you know. No one knows what happens behind closed doors, and I show just enough on social media, but no one knows what happens behind closed doors. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I feel like that's actually the biggest lesson that anyone watching this podcast can learn from. It's you've set yourself a very specific goal in your mind, and that happened at 14. Yeah. That you set this goal and this target that you wanted to achieve. Yeah, absolutely. And you've basically done everything in your power to get to where you are right now, and you still have it in your head. At the end of the year, I'm going pro.
100%.
And nothing will stop you from doing that, right?
No, absolutely not.
And I feel like no matter what someone watching this is trying to do, if they're trying to go boxing, if they're trying to deadlift 500 kilos, if they've got a specific goal and they actually have it in their heart that they want it, that's the only way they're going to actually achieve the thing.
100%, man. Like you just got to believe it. You just got to believe in yourself, man. Like what's stopping you from deadlifting 500 kilos? Yeah, it's big fucking weight, but you will get there. You just have to stay fucking patient, man. Yeah. You want to turn pro, you want to jump on the fucking no limit card or whatever it is. You just have to stay patient, man. Yeah. You know? That's how it is.
I feel like the biggest reason why people don't achieve their goals, I think, this is just my belief, is that they didn't actually want that goal that hard.
Yeah, true. You know, some people say, oh yeah, I want to be the best of the best, but they only show up to training whenever they feel like it, or whenever they fucking, you know what I mean? Like whenever they fucking feel like it, or when it comes to winter, oh, it's fucking too cold to train. Yeah. Nah, man, you need to fucking grind it out. You want that goal, bro. You gotta, no one else is going to do it for you.
Hail or shine, baby.
Yeah, exactly right, man. Like, I'll be
no one's there picking you up and taking you to the gym.
No one, man. Like literally, I'll be walking when I was fucking 14. I'll be walking because I live around the corner. I'll be walking to the gym, and it'll be fucking late at night, like 8 o'clock, and I'll be walking back. And I have school the next day. I'll go to school, walking to the gym, walking back, walking to the gym, walking back. Yeah. And I was like 14, 15, and the boys will see me fucking running with their passengers on their when their mum is driving. It's like, bro, like, do you ever like sleep? Do you ever like go home? Like, if it's a school night, what are you doing? Man, I have a dream. I have a goal. I want to reach that
in your mind.
Of course, bro. I don't give a fuck about school. Yeah. Like, and yeah, that's about it, man.
Well, yeah. That mentality is crazy.
Yeah.
You can't really teach that mentality to anyone.
Yeah,
it's just
100%.
As you mentioned, setting that goal and just not putting anything else in the way. No speed bumps, no nothing. Just that is your goal. You want to achieve it. Like, you got to go for it.
With everything, like, there's always going to be speed bumps, but just like, what's over that speed bump?
Yeah.
You know? Like,
challenge that speed bump.
Exactly. Like, just remember why you started in the first place. No matter what. Like, remember why you started. Remember why you wanted this. Remember why we started this podcast. You know what I mean? Like, just remember that, and it's just you put that in your head, and I don't think that anything can stop you.
100%.
100%.
I think a lot of people will see, you know, you saying you're the best and you saying your mentality is unmatched. They say that as a little bit arrogant, but for you and for us, from what we've seen, it's like, no, you just believe in yourself that much.
100%, yeah, I believe in myself, man. Like,
it's hard to find that. It's hard to like program that into your
definitely
head.
Like, you know, people will always talk, oh, this guy's arrogant and this guy has an ego and this and that. But it's like, man, you ask anyone around the area, whatever it is, oh, Ibby, top bloke, he's so humble. Because I am humble. Yeah. But when I want to kick it off and I want to show you who the fuck the best is, I will show you who the best is, you know what I mean? And that's just in me, you know? If you don't fucking have balls in this sport, you're not going fucking far. And I think that's with everything. If you don't have fucking balls with something, you're not going nowhere. But you know what I mean?
From Wolverine to the Wolf.
Definitely, 100%.
On those days that you felt like you know, the motivation was slacking, you weren't really feeling it anymore, what were you doing to get yourself out of those slumps?
Bro, I just had to fucking just suck it up and go. Like sometimes I didn't want to fucking...
I love it.
Yeah,
fucking do it.
Just have to suck
Just
it up.
do it.
Yeah, bro, I just had to suck it up. And sometimes you ask my coach, bro, like I'll go to training and just my head won't be into it. He's like, bro, pick it up. I'll say, yeah.
Yep.
I'll fucking pick it up and I'll go home like, fuck, man, that was the worst fucking training session, man. And then the next day I'll come in and it's like something just snapped. It's like, hitting the pads and that. He was like, and you can tell my coach like looking at me like, is this guy all right? Is he bipolar or something? Like literally yesterday.
One day he's on, one day he's
literally, man. That's how it is, man. And like I never really kind of understood that until like you start like kind of growing in that sport, you know. Like early on in my career, it's like 1 year in, 2 years in, like you get some good spars and some shit spars. Sometimes you're not switched on, bro.
Well, you can't be 100% every single day.
Yeah, exactly right. I never used to understand that. And I always thought, 100% every single day. But then...
Where was the tipping point that you kind of realized that it wasn't?
Bro, like I still don't understand it to this day. And I just have to remind myself, bro, it's okay to have some off days. It's okay, relax, bro.
Yeah, you're not
don't
a
be too hard
robot.
on Yeah, like, you know. It's
Well, you've
like,
been so conditioned to having it
bro,
programmed in your head,
bro,
like, I've got to do 100%.
100%, bro. And like, sometimes, like, if I take a rest day, and some people tell me, like, bro, you should take a rest day, and like my strength and conditioning coach, you probably know him, Mo, as well.
Yeah.
He will tell me, like, bro, it's good to take some rest. It's good to recover.
You're like, no, bro,
No, bro,
I
like,
need to
I'm
move.
gonna lose my fucking stamina. I'm gonna lose my strength. I'm gonna, you know. But it's good to take some rest.
Yeah.
days. I just need to keep reminding myself that
That's
because
it.
I'll train fucking
need
7 days
rest.
a week, bro.
I reckon just clip it.
Yeah.
So have that as your ringtone. It's okay to have rest time.
Yeah, bro. Like I used to like train like 7 days a week, like sometimes twice a day, 3 times a day. Like, bro, I was a fuck like, and now like I kind of understood it after like knee surgery and everything like that. It's okay to like rest. It's okay to like have a little bit of a sleep in because I'm up by like 4:30, 4 o'clock, and I'm up and gone, bro. I'm out of the house. You ask my dad, and my dad, good morning, dad. And it's fucking 4:30, and I can see him on the corner of my eye looking at the time, and you know, and he obviously speaks to my mum sometimes. He's like, man, that kid is a good kid, man. He's came a long way. And hearing that when my mum tells me, obviously he tells him, don't tell him, you know. Hearing that like from my dad especially, because he never kind of really, of course, like I used to be a fucking biggest bludger, bro. I never used to have a job and everything like that.
Yeah.
And then now, like, it's just like I'm out of the door by 4:30, max 5 o'clock, and I'm just like outside a coffee shop waiting someone to open, you know. Like, and I was like, man, is this like sick in the head, waiting for a coffee shop to open? Like, you know what I mean? Like, most of the people are fucking sleeping, you know.
Yeah.
And like, I'm checking online what coffee shop opens at 4:30, what coffee shop opens at 4 a.m. It's like, man, just go to fucking sleep, man.
Take that extra bit of rest.
Yeah,
It's
man.
fine.
Like, you know, but like, I just can't, man. I just when my alarm goes, it's just first alarm, never snooze, and I'm a very light sleeper, man. It's like I'll hear anything, bro. And as soon as my alarm goes up, bang, stop, have a shower, I'll pray, leave the house, pack my bag, whatever it is. I pack my bag the night before anyway, and I'm out of that door, bro. Have a sip of water, drink my vitamins and all that shit. Take a banana, and then boom, I'm out of the door, bro.
What's one of the biggest lessons you've taken away from boxing?
Everybody loves you until you become a competition, honestly. Straight up. That's my lesson. Because people that I thought that will be at the top with me, not saying I'm at the top yet, you'll think they'll be there. But as soon as they seem like, oh, this guy is going good, okay, he has some titles, oh, he's fucking getting a big following now and fucking this many K's views on Instagram and this many K's and thing, and like, oh,
Then
this
they
guy's
go quiet.
and then they go quiet. You know, and then they go quiet. It's like, yeah, fuck you. That's why you don't fucking trust anyone. That's why, like, obviously keep your fucking circle small.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I will take a lesson, a big lesson, because I used to have the biggest circle you will see.
Yeah.
Now, I just have one friend, literally one friend.
Yeah.
And he's been with me from the fucking very beginning. Since fucking year one, he's been with me. And we weren't close growing up, But after kind of we hit that high school phase, whatever, I got kicked out of high school and that, and we just stayed in touch and that. And then he got kicked out not long ago after me. And then we always surrounded ourselves with a big group, but it was always us two together, and it was always jealousy because it was always us two. And then when we kind of went back a bit, we kind of saw.
Yeah, pulled away from it all.
Bro, everyone speaks shit about fucking everybody. Like, how could you call that guy your brother? You know what I mean? And then when I became up and going and I was on a fucking roll and business was going through the roof and fighting and everything like that, I was like, these are all a fucking bunch of jealous cunts straight up. Excuse my language, but true, bro. Like that's the honest truth, and nobody wants to fucking hear it because everyone says, "Oh, that's my friend, and that's my friend, and that's my friend."
Yeah,
bro. No, they're not.
And that's what you meant by the solo.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
That's, bro. Like you'll see me on a Saturday night, Sunday night, Friday night, whatever it is. I'm eating by myself. Whether it's my mate's busy, I'm eating by myself. Yeah, I have a lot of fucking like acquaintances, if you want to call them. Yeah, high and by and whatever, but I'm always by myself. I'm eating dinner, whether it's at Neo's, whether it's at Jailhouse Rock. Shout out to Jailhouse Rock, they're my sponsors. Yeah, bro, you ask Nads over there, the owner, but I'm always there by myself.
Yeah.
And he knows what I order. I was just the usual steak. That's it, extra veggies. That's it, and I'm eating by myself, bro. Go home, kick it, I'm sleeping by 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And that's me, bro.
That's
Because I'm so busy and I'm so driven throughout the fucking week,
Yeah.
nobody else matters. And when it comes to that weekend, I just want alone time. Even though I'm training, even though I'm like still going for runs and coaching clients, bro, on Saturday night, Sunday night, I just want to be alone. Not even my family, don't speak to me.
Yeah. It's like your time.
Yeah, that's it, my time.
Yeah.
Like my phone's on do not disturb and that's it, bro. Like don't talk to me unless it's like really important. If it's life or death, call me. But other than that, like keep it to yourself.
Do you feel like it's because you're so tunnel vision about this specific goal
Yeah,
that you kind of need that alone time to kind of just
Absolutely,
recoup,
bro. And then,
recover?
like,
and
yeah,
then,
absolutely, for sure. And it's just like kind of, bro, nobody's fucking real, bro. You know, like nobody's real. Like I've been fucking through it all pretty much, bro. Nobody's fucking real. And you kind of, I've matured at a young fucking age, bro. I'm only 24. And that comes like from like, that kind of like my tunnel vision comes from that as well, bro. And so it's like obviously with boxing because I have a goal because, bro, your friends are not going to fucking be there for you when you're fucking cutting weight in a fucking sauna, when you're dehydrating yourself. What are they going to do for you? Stand there, look at. What are they going to do? Honestly, that's the truth, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, no one's going to, when you're sacrificing and all this shit, like, no one's going to be there for you, bro. No one really could kind of understand that. And I'll tell you one thing, something pretty much funny, like, when I kind of knew my goals were fucking serious, so I was kicked out in year 10. And I haven't been to school ever since year 10. I still got invited to my year 12 formal, but that year 12 formal was on a Wednesday night. I was fighting on that Friday. I literally, bro, I went to the formal. I left at 9 o'clock to cut weight. And then, bro, it's just
Locked
like,
in, bro.
yeah,
Locked in.
yeah. And then everyone was like, bro, it's only 9 o'clock, where you going? I was like, bro, to be honest, I need to cut weight. What do you mean you need to cut weight? Because it's your year 12 formal, bro. This is your once in a lifetime. Not my problem, bro. I have fucking other goals, bro. Went in my bathtub, fucking hot water, and just fucking sweating it out, bro. I had to cut weight, bro. And yeah, bro, no one understood that. Everyone fucking doubted me. Oh, cuz, you're sick.
Yeah.
Caught an Uber home. I'm sick, okay, no worries, bro. They fucking support me then.
Yeah.
And that's when kind of like, that's why tunnel vision comes, because no one's going to support you. When you win, oh, I love you, brother, Ibs, yeah, this and that, you're a sick cunt, bro, good on you, bro. You know, I've seen you fucking running.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. No, honestly, bro, that's the truth, bro. That's the honest truth.
if they don't want to be there through the struggles, then they shouldn't be there.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
What's your definition of success? You're young, so it's fair enough that you may or may not have one, but like with the experience that you've had through boxing, what would you say your definition of success would be up until this point? May change. It's changed for us.
No one has ever asked me that, eh?
Yeah.
I have one goal, like I've said, bro.
Yeah.
And once I reach that goal, then I'll think about
What the next thing is.
what the next step is, bro.
Yeah.
Of course, I want to raise a family. Of course, I want, like, you know, kids. Of course, you know, eventually I want to open up my own facility, whenever that is. But yeah, the goal is to turn pro and becoming the best, and that's when everything else matters, you know.
Yeah.
As long as I have fucking, you know, like just that goal lined, I'm happy, you know. And
It sounds to me that your life is kind of designed around setting goals and achieving those goals.
yeah, absolutely, because bro, I've lost it all. I've lost it all, and I was fucking rock bottom in my surgery, and no one around me even like kind of cared, bro. Because when I was fucking up at like 1 a.m, fucking literally crying myself to sleep, bro, like fuck, seeing everyone on social media, all the boys in the area, all my mates and everything like that, that will be fighting. It's like fuck, man. And I'm in here sitting in my fucking bed. The next day I need to go to a fucking specialist so they can check out my fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, like
Just mentally sets you back every single time you see something like that.
That was at my lowest point, man. So, like you said, to answer your question, yes, setting myself around goals, absolutely. Because after this, everything kind of slowed down, and I had to take a step back and kind of, okay, slowly
Rebuild it.
Yeah, rebuild it slowly from pretty much scratch, bro.
What's the one thing you want people to take away from your story that you've told us here?
Bro, like, nothing really matters, man. Worry about yourself, because I guarantee you when you're fucking down and out, I'm not saying everybody's going to go down and out, whatever it is, no one's going to be there for you. Sometimes not even your fucking family. It's just how it is, bro. Because it is each to their own. Yes, your family can help you, but to a certain extent, they can't fucking sit there and play around with your brain and say, yeah, this and that, make you happy. No, because everyone has their own thoughts. Everyone goes to sleep alone. You have your own thoughts. No one lives in your body. I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what you're thinking. You don't know what I'm thinking, Drew. So you only have yourself in this world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So no matter what sport you're doing, you're always
No matter
alone.
what sport you're doing, bro. And can I continue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going. Yeah.
Because I have a little story to tell. So yeah, you only have yourself. And when I kind of realized when I only have myself is after my knee surgery, I was very lost. A trip was booked with my family to go overseas for Lebanon. All my savings went on specialists, physios, chiros, everything like that. Recovery, red light therapy, whatever you want to call it.
Get you back onto get back into the ring.
I had literally $0 in my bank account. My Vodafone bill, I couldn't fucking afford that. Do you believe that? So we went to a trip. My brother, God bless him, Khalil, he's a sick cunt. He's literally my best friend.
Yeah.
He paid for my whole trip. So the goal was always, as well, one of my goals was to always coach overseas.
Yeah.
I wanted to. I was 21 years old at the time. No one mattered after this. I fucking hated everyone.
Yeah.
Like to a point that like if I see my family too much, like I just wanted to be alone. Like no one understood the pain I was in.
Yeah. Because it was you versus you.
Yeah, bro, literally. Whatever, and then I seen a physio, they'll like make sure you do a bit of training, exercise when you're overseas. So we went to a 7-week trip. 7-week trip, and then went to Dubai. And before we went to that trip, I saw a bit of social media about Dubai and this and that. This is when Dubai was a bit down. Not like now everyone wants, oh yeah, you should witness Dubai and this and that. Because not that many people know this. I applied for some jobs before I went to Lebanon. Went to Lebanon, nothing. Put my resume in here, whatever. Went to Dubai for 1 week with my family. We're eating dinner, I think, or something. And I got a notification from, I think, that website, Indeed, when you put your, Indeed. The fuck is this notification? I swiped up. Went to bed. Another notification. And it said, send message. I thought, like, just update your resume or some bullshit like that. I was like, you know what? Suss it out. It was like, hi, Ibrahim, 123. This is from F45 in Dubai. I was like, what? F45? Did I apply for this? Which I did ages ago, bro. And I was like, what a coincidence that kind of, I was happened to be in Dubai and they messaged me. This was at like 1 a.m. And no one sleeps there. If you witness Dubai, no one fucking sleeps there. And he was like, oh, are you around to have a chat? I was like, yeah, like I can have a talk now. Like I was in my hotel room. I was like, And I just got this adrenaline. I was like, yeah, I'm not sleeping tonight. And he's like, you reckon you can call now? I was like, yeah, sweet. And I thought, like, he'll call in like 5 minutes. He called then and there. I was still fucking in crutches. I was limping outside to have a chat with him, I had a chat with him. He was like, you want to have like a shift, like a 6-hour shift? I was like, yeah. He was like, just letting you know you're not going to get paid for it. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, bro, I need to find myself. Bro, I went from job to job back in Sydney, concreter, carpentry, structural steel, plumber. You name it, I've fucking done it. And then I was like, yeah, man, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm here now. I went for that job then the very next day. Woke up early, whatever it is. Went for that job, done a 6-hour shift. But it wasn't really for me because I love boxing. That's my thing. And I was like, bro, but I can get used to this, eh? So he was like, oh, I was like, man, to be honest, I like it. The pay was good. But straight out, I'm sorry, but it's not for me. He's like, no, all good, man. 1, 2, 3, this and that. I was like, thank you anyway. Came back home. It was September. I was applying for jobs. I still had one goal, bro. And then, bro, I think it was October. And I was trying to save money as much as I can and everything like that. It was in October. And as a Muslim, we pray. And then if we really want something, we pray. It's called Tahajjud prayer, where they're pretty much everyone's sleeping. And it's 3/4 of the night. And you just pray. You pray and you ask and you have that intention inside you. And my intention was, I really want to go to Dubai and work there. I kid you not, literally 2 days after, because I've messaged everyone to this point, boxing gyms, Insta directs, this, that, emails, WhatsApp, you name it, done everything. Kid you not, 2 days after, in Abu Dhabi, a gym messaged me on Instagram. He's like, 1, 2, 3. He was like, I'm happy to have you. We have apartments here. This and that. This is going to be your pay. I'll pay for your visa and everything like that. All you need to do is come here and purchase it. Purchase the ticket and come here. I was like, is this a scam? Like, I don't know. No, brother, like, he was like, this is
too good to be
true. Yeah, man. I was like, what the hell? Like, I never kind of understood that. Like, I was like, I just prayed for it and it happened. Like, what the hell? And bro, like, I called him, whatever, and everything. I was like to my mum, I want to go to Dubai, 1, 2, and 3. And I was like to my dad, he was like, go, I'll help you as much as I can. He was like, you're not married. Just, you have Allah with you and just go for it, man. I was like, really? And he was like, yeah. I was like, to let their son go just like that. And then I was like, wow. And then things weren't working out here. A lot of fucking dramas back in Sydney as well. Don't want to get into it. And I was like, yeah, let's get out of here. So in November, I think 20th, I booked a one-way ticket, bro, by myself. I was 21 years old. Booked a one-way ticket, went to Dubai, Abu Dhabi, sorry. Went to Abu Dhabi and I didn't know what to expect, but the guy had my name here written and everything like that. I was like, oh, fuck. I went in, he was like, this is whatever. He drove me to kind of my apartment and didn't have Wi-Fi, nothing, just, it was fucking 6 a.m. I was starving, just got out of a fucking 14-hour flight. Couldn't sleep, nothing at all. Went there. He was like, this is your place to stay. And I didn't know it was a shared room. Me, if anyone knows me, I'm a big germaphobe, massive OCD. You go ask my coach, I set up my gloves, my hand rest, everything has to be tidy. That's just me. Go see my room, everything is just Mickey Mouse. Yeah. And there's a person in my room who's like, this is your bed. I was like, bro, coming from Sydney, I live at a duplex. Like, this is like, what the fuck? And bro, like straight out, I started crying. I was like, what the fuck is this, bro? I'm not staying here for fuck. I just booked a one-way ticket, bro. All I have is fucking, money and that's it. Like, what am I going to do? Bro, and I needed to go to the toilet. I went to the toilet and all I seen was a bit of cockroaches and everything. I was like, fuck, man.
Game over.
I was like, game over. I was like, what do I do? I don't even have fucking, to call no one. I have no SIM, no nothing. So I locked my fucking, because I started unpacking and I was like, bro, I just have to do it, I was like, nah, fuck it. I can't stay here, bro. Spiderwebs, everything. I locked my bags, took my backpack, took all my valuables, took my backpack, just went. It was 6 a.m. I was like, bro, who am I going to fucking find? I need a SIM card. I need to call someone. At this point, I didn't know where the head coach was, when he's going to see me and everything like that. Bro, I waved this guy off. He was like, oh. And then he was like, Salaam alaikum, brother, 1, 2, 3. I was like, where's the nearest mall here? And then he was like, bro, it doesn't open until 9 o'clock. I was like, oh, fuck. He was like, is everything all good? I was like, I explained my story. He was like, well, I'm going to take my kids to play some soccer for like 1 hour. Do you want to come? I was like, man, I'm not in the fucking mood to play soccer, brother. But it is what it is. Like, if it means that you're going to take me to the mall, absolutely. Because I couldn't book no Ubers, nothing. So it took me, I was playing literally at 6 a.m., 6:30. I was playing soccer with these kids in a park. Just came off a fucking flight. You know what I mean? And I was like, I didn't expect this, bro. I thought, you know, get to Abu Dhabi, you know, land this,
get
that,
sleep,
yeah, and
relax.
get to sleep, whatever, and then boom, you start work the next day, whatever it was. And then my uncle was in Dubai, which is Abu Dhabi and Dubai is like 1 hour and a half away. But I couldn't call him, you know. But he lives in Lebanon, but he was going to Lebanon that day. So I need to fucking call him just before, you know, just to, you know. And then I played soccer with his kids. He took me back home. And then I ended up fucking eating breakfast with him. I was like, bro. And I'm in the back of my head, bro. It's just like, I really don't want to be here. I was like, do you have a Wi-Fi password? He was like, yeah. I called my uncle, didn't answer. I was still sleeping. Told my mum, 1, 2, 3. She's like, oh my God, 1, 2, 3. Let me call her brother. And then I was like, man, what do I do? And then my uncle woke up. He was like, go to the mall, get a SIM card, do whatever you got to do, and come to my house right now. I was like, but what about the job, man? I just booked a one-way ticket, man. Like, everyone came to the fucking, what's it called, the airport with me. Like, everyone, that's it. I was gone. I was booking one-way ticket and I wasn't planning to come back for a very long time.
Yep.
Whatever, done that, went to see him, and then I was just sitting there, you know, and then weeks went past. I was speaking to the other guy. He was like, man, I can't do much for you. He was like, I'm very sorry, because he had two locations. One's in Abu Dhabi, one in Dubai. He was like, bro, there's nothing. He was a gentleman. He was like, I'm very sorry. Once if I understand your position, this and that. Gentleman. I was training there as well, still training, you know. He's like, if there's something, he started asking other gyms for jobs and all that stuff. I was like, I'll stay in my uncle's house for the time being, but I can't stay for long, man. I have to obviously pay him rent for, you know, pay him. He's not going to just pay for me, you know what I mean? So I was just talking to everyone, messaging, I was training like 4 times a day, bro. Why? Just to get my fucking name out there, you know? No one knew me. Over here, I go to a local gym. Oh, Ibby, you're a boxer. 1, 2, 3, this and that. Over there, no one looks at fucking nobody. Some famous people come like it's just normal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like I'm talking to this guy. I was like, oh, you're a boxing coach? Oh, yeah, I'm a boxing coach from Sydney. Oh, yeah, that's good. I just walk away. They don't give a fuck. You know, everyone's trying to make it there, you know what I mean? And then I met this Russian guy, you know, he was like, he thought I was Russian because I had no mustache, big beard, bald. He was like, you Ruski? Ruski? They say Ruski like it's Russian. I was like, no, man, I'm from Sydney, bro. He's like, what? I was like, Sydney, Australia. He's like, oh, Australia. He's like, what are you doing here? Want to small talk? I was like, do you have anyone to fucking a job for me, pretty much? He's like, no, brother, like, you know, I'm by myself here. He was just doing coaching like one-on-one, and it was just kind of mobile, you know. He's like, that's how I live. Fuck. Anyway, message, and then Urban Boxer messaged me. So that was in Motor City in Dubai. He just opened up his facility, messaged me. He was like, oh, let's meet up for a chat, 1, 2, 3. UK guy, his name is Kads, absolute gentleman. Became literally my brother over there, my older brother. Look after me. He done everything for me, bro. Absolute fucking gentleman. So I started fucking working with him. And then started working with him. And as the business kind of got busy, I wasn't meeting clients. Clients were meeting me because I was there first, you know. And he was like, well, what do you have for me? Like, what can you bring to the table? I was like, listen, like, I coach here, 1, 2, 3. This, I coach kids, I coach adults, I do one-on-ones. Like, I'm a good coach. He's like, can you fight? Can you box? I was like, yeah, fuck. He's like, that'll be good. Anyways, long story short, started sparring there, and he saw me. He was like, bro, fuck, this guy's pretty good. And this is when I came out from knee surgery, so I wasn't at my peak. And then he was like, fuck, this guy's good. And then he was like, can I do a one-on-one with you? I was like, yeah. He was like, I haven't really boxed before. He's from UK and that crazy accent as well. Like, you know, the UK accent. He was, it was, I think Pakistani, UK, but he was just like, you can tell he's just a hard
UK
cunt.
accent.
Yeah, he's just a hard cunt UK accent, you know? You can tell like he's from the trenches, you know what I mean? And then, yeah, bro, like he became like pretty much my best friend. Like I had some boys there, but like they're busy, man. You know, they have families in there. Every now and then I'll meet up with them, but he was like pretty much my only friend. Whatever, I met him and all that stuff, got very close, took him through a pad session. He was like, bro, you fucking have potential, bro. He got me a fucking visa. He ended up purchasing me a visa and I was a citizen there, like, you know, and I was like, fuck, I have a visa, bro. Like, what the fuck? Took me to get some photos, took me to get a blood test. I was like, fuck.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, like full took me under his wing. And then probably I was there for like 3 months, 4 months, bro, just by myself.
Yep.
And there was a few dramas at home, bro. And then I had to come back home. And bro, straight out, bro, it was very lonely because now that I was getting paid, I had to kind of, you know, like purchase a knife, purchase a fork, purchase tissues, and everything adds up. And you don't realize, bro, because obviously you live at home still, you don't realize these things. And when Sydney was sleeping, that's when I'll just finish training. So I'll come home exhausted, long day of fucking work, long day of fucking coaching, long hours. I come back home and it's just like, it's just quiet. And you drown yourself with your thoughts, bro. And then I was like, bro, like what do I do now? Whatever, I'll shower, do the dishes, make dinner. And it was probably like 11 o'clock when I go to bed. And do it the next day. And over there, they work 7 days a week, no rest. And I was working, but at the same time, bro, like, I was like, what do I want to, like, I'm not going to stay here forever, I know that, but what do I want to do when I'm not going to fucking do construction, that's for sure. And back then, bro, before leaving, I only had like 5 clients. Like, it was picking up, but like I said, bro, one person gets sick, I'm done. Like,
Goes that the whole week.
Yeah, like absolutely, like I can't fucking afford nothing. Anyways, bro, I was like, there was a few dramas at home, had to come back. I told my mum, book me a ticket. She was like, yeah, no worries. So after I had my 22nd birthday there by myself. Didn't eat no cake, I fucking went to bed. I had work the next day, you know what I mean? Had New Year's there by myself and everything. So it was good and it was bad at the same time, you know what I mean? And then, bro, like I came back home and I started journaling as well when I was there. Everyone used to, every now and then, like my clients would say, oh yeah, I'll journal. I was like, what the fuck is journaling? What's that? I was like, oh, when you write your thoughts, whatever you want to say, this and that. I never used to believe that because, bro, you look at me, Arab with a beard, no one's going to fucking pick up a pen and start journaling, bro. But I fucking ate my words there, I swear to God. I went there, started journaling, I just fucking started writing. And I wasn't the brightest kid growing up in school. I never used to bring a pen, never used to bring a fucking backpack, nothing. I used to just go, barely even go to class, not assignments, just constantly fighting. You ask any teacher, yeah, Ibby's a menace, Ibby's a menace, Ibby's a menace. Never used to do no homework, nothing. And now I'm journaling. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I came back home and I was looking at my journal. I was like, I had some goals and this is what you want to do. Okay, if you want to fucking coach here, you have to fucking advertise. You have to work hard for it. Bro, like you don't want to fucking do construction again. And you don't want that fucking to happen to your knee again, 1, 2, 3, whatever it was. So started advertising, started bringing on clients, started putting myself out there on social media more. And slowly the clients came in. And I was getting X amount of money and I was like, what the fuck? I've never had this before, bro. I was living paycheck to paycheck, bro. And clients. And I was like, bro, what the hell? Now, bro, like, what, 3 years now that I've been, like, coaching proper. Before, it was like, yeah, I've been coaching ever since I was, like, 16, but it was just on and off, you know? But now it's, like, my full-time job that I can actually afford, work my own hours. I can afford my fucking Vodafone bill. I can afford fucking health insurance, you know, if something happened, because literally 2 weeks before this happened, I was like to my mum, I feel fucking something's going to happen to my knee, man. I don't feel very good. It's not 100%. It's like, no, you're probably just overthinking it, probably just a bit of thing. And 2 weeks after, bro, he fucking gave out on me. You know what I mean? And bro, I was like, now can I afford all these things, bro? I never used to fucking afford that. And bro, like, I was like, wow, I was like, this is insane. I was like, bro, and this is when it becomes like back to the goals and all that stuff. It's like, if you fucking really want it, bro, I had to fucking follow my intuition, bro. I had this fire in my belly, but I didn't know what the fuck to do with it. It fucking led me to Dubai. I can't live the life with, what if I actually went to Dubai? Or what if I didn't? You know, I just had to fucking go. Living your life with what ifs and this and buts and that, it's not gonna go nowhere, bro. You know what I mean?
100%.
So, bro, yeah, a lot of people don't know that I actually went to Dubai, and then when now Dubai is the thing, they come to me and say, "Oh, you should go to Dubai." I say, "Yeah, it's good, eh? Yeah, it sounds good. Oh, I've been there for a holiday, you know." I don't really like to talk about it because, like, but it was a learning curve. And then if I talk about it, they say, "Oh, did you win from there? Did you win? Like, did you make it? Did you make it?" Not financially, but mentally, it changed my fucking life, bro.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, there were nights that I will actually cry myself to sleep, bro, because, like, you know, what am I doing? I'm across the fuck. It's not like I'm in Melbourne 1 hour away on the plane, 14 hours away, bro.
Big difference.
And I was 22 at the time, 21.
Yeah.
You forced yourself into that lonely chapter.
Yeah, bro, I have to, bro. You know, and then nothing was working out here for me. So I was like, you know what? Let's go to another fucking country. Maybe it works out for me.
Yeah.
But everyone was like, yeah, you're sick, cunt. But no one knew what was going on behind those doors, bro.
What a story, bro.
Yeah, literally, bro. Fuck. Yeah, bro. Like, no one knows, bro. No one knows. Like, I don't sit there and, like, blurb it out. If you really ask me on a deeper level, oh, how'd you get where you got? Like, bro, I went to fuck. Yeah, bro. Like, I had to go through a lot of, you know, at a young age as well, and live by myself for 3 to 4 months and leave everything here and just go. Didn't know nothing about Dubai. No one knew nothing about me.
Yeah.
And just this guy gave me an opportunity, and I told him what I'm all about, and he liked it. And that just shows what kind of top person I am.
100%. I think a lot of people will take away who you are as a person from this type of podcast because that's just you being you, man.
Yeah, that's just me being me, brother.
That's it. That's it, bro.
That's me,
it's you being you, and it's you versus you, and that's like your mantra.
Absolutely,
it sounds like,
bro. Like, honestly, like
The wolf.
the wolf. That's it, brother. It's the wolf, man.
100%. Where can people find you?
Literally across the road.
The boys on the other side of the road.
You can find me at Australian Kickboxing Academy, or on my Instagram, Ibby_Fayor, or at Coach Ibby as well, bro. Like, bro, you search up Ibby, I'll come up, bro. I'm all over social media, bro.
100%.
Like, you know, so a lot of people come up to me in public. It's like, oh, I've seen you here. Where? Sometimes I don't remember because, you know, I'm just, you know, caught up in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's how to find me. Australian Kickboxing Academy, Coach Ibby, or Ibby_Fayor on Instagram, man. And that's
Beautiful.
Awesome, man.
Thank you, bro.
No
Thank you for
worries.
coming on.
No worries, bro. Pleasure. Thank you so much.